I love Ned, but I work in the morning, so.
Wow.
I'm an adult.
You probably took a 4-hour nap before you came here.
It was only 2. All right, grand finals. The purple Diddy Kong we know and love. Facing off against Avon Children Cloud.
That was real weird. That up throw got him like inside of Cloud, so only one of the back airs hit. The DI allowed for the rest. And Ned immediately going, hey, I got combos too. And they're all up air strings. Oh.
Scary spot. We're going to sneak away from that.
Yeah, Ned immediately probably counting his blessings that he didn't get spiked out of game 1. Because against somebody like Zero, you need to start well. And he started quite well. 2 consecutive triple up air strings. And with that grab, puts 0 to 94. Good number. Definitely kill percent off of limit if he were to get the right read.
Yeah, he just needed to trap him at the ledge and then force Zero to try and escape in some fashion and then read that option. But instead, we're just going to see him play super safe here. Although that grab, not finding the mark. And a pretty strange aggressive trade there. Zero was looking for a dare of his own.
Oh, Ned. He fast fell with the up air and missed the stage, so he had to burn his limit to live. But he gets the back air. Not quite going to kill. Just low on rage. Diddy was just at that percent where his aerial super heavyweightness allowed him to live through the back air.
We're going to use that dare to cover his landing, staying away from the monkey. But not enough to kill all the way across Smashville either.
Back throw. Now just about every Cloud move in existence will kill, including that up tilt.
We've been over this.
Yeah,
every single Cloud move can kill, except for jab.
False. You mean jab 1, because jab 3 kills.
Oh, please. That's absurd.
It kills at the same percentages that up throw kills.
Oh, okay, like really weird ones on the ledge?
No, just at high. Like 150 to 170. Depends on the character also. But Ned with these really nice reads on Zero, who's having a little bit of a hard time getting into a rhythm. As the nair off the bottom of the stage, Ned's going to complete the 2 stock for game 1. Great start there for Ned. That surprised you. You lean back in that chair.
Zero's, looks like Zero's digesting that loss right now.
Well, that's the first thing he's digested today, then. GG.
I was trying to think of the perfect potty segue that wasn't too... Anyway, game 2. Let's ignore all of that just happened and get on to Final Destination.
Yeah, if Cloud didn't like a stage, this would probably be it, but he's not really hurt by it that much. Definitely a little bit more taken aback by it in this matchup. Obviously, Cloud, very abusive of the triplats, probably more than any character in the game.
I'd like to point out how Zero didn't run it back to Smashville.
Yeah,
because he's a competitor who understands the advantage of counter.
Yeah, something that Chicago needs to learn, and I will say it until my dying breath, or until we stop doing it. Don't just run it to Smashville. Think matchups through. Take advantages. You know, learn the game. One day it will come in handy.
Zero's opening up a pretty big start here. 116 to 31, and they're gonna just intercept that ledge grab.
Zero's banana baits are so good. He made Ned feel like he was safe because he put the banana up and then he immediately just dropped. That double nair, really nice by Ned to string those together. Diddy, one of the few characters that can just come back from it every time when something like that happens.
Yeah, he didn't even have to burn barrels there. Monkey flip. He's perfectly positioned keeping Zero in this game.
I mean, without like an upbeat. He's just like, all right, I got double nair. Let me just side B right back onto the ledge.
It was well positioned though. Zero had to really calculate the angle.
Ned went for the up smash off of ledge. Ooh, that almost killed. That was almost disastrous for Zero. He might have lost track of the limit a little bit and may not have been expecting Ned to react in the way that he did. He's got himself on ledge. Ned reading the neutral getup. Ned forced to get rid of the banana. That allowed Zero to get up, punish his attempts to punish it. Counter punish. We'll call that the counter punish. That's what that was.
And it was a nice turnaround there. Zero was at disadvantage, but just found a perfect way to get in sneakily and get the stock. But now Ned's the one who's turning up the heat here in this advantage state, really not letting Zero get away with anything until he cross-up rolled to the ledge and let Zero have center stage.
I have noticed that most people, when they get dash attacked by Cloud, tend to go upward, and Zero almost always is able to DI it away to live. And that reaction time to do that off of when the dash attack hits you, frame-wise, when the when that ability comes out, that's so fast. Like frames that you have to be able to DI that move correctly.
It's insane reaction time, really, for Zero on the DI. And more Clouds have been keeping that dash attack fresh so that it is a panic kill option in scenarios like this, where you can just run in quickly, get a dash attack, clean up the stock,
keep your limit. Because
a lot of Clouds early on, and like at the mid-level, they'll use it to break the zone. They'll use it to bust in when Diddy is pulling a banana at a bad time. And yes, it's worth good damage and stage control, but it's more worth it to have that option to take a stock later.
That following up the jump up off ledge with his own jump up off ledge and an up air, one of the best moves in the game.
Ned is a little cornered again here, and he's not going to have the chance to even get anything started here on the second stock.
Good turnaround there from Zero, getting himself right back into the set. As far as Chicago players go, Ned the only one historically to actually take a set off of Zero. Ned has sets off of a lot of the top guys. Got multiple sets off of Allies, got sets off Zero. He's taken, he's an excellent player. So this is just one of those winners finals where, you know, Zero has to stay laser focused because a slip up will just get him killed.
That's very true, and Lilac Crew is going to be the stage here for Ned. We've seen him go here time and time again versus Diddy Kong. These tilts can really mess around with banana positioning, and Cloud is just so effective at sharking under these platforms. Excellent counter pick for the Final Fantasy VII protagonist.
Yeah, absolutely. Lilac Crew's one of my personal favorite stages. It certainly has its uses. Having the triplats not be in a triangular formation, but instead, you know, straight across. And be close enough to get hit from the up smash of almost every character, I would imagine. Like, most characters are tall enough to up smash through that platform. Just changes the dynamic of the entire game, like where you have to land, you have to pay attention to the stage. Something that should be universally recognized.
I take it you have a position on whether the stage should be banned.
Never.
And it's no.
Absolutely not. I hate the fact that it even was for like a day.
All right, well, anyway, we can get on our soapboxes later. We'll have plenty of time.
That's true. So far, so good. Fairly even as we go through. Ned has been able to avoid a lot of the banana setups pretty much throughout the set. Definitely on Lilat, it's a lot easier for him to get away from that. Where all three of the ledges are, that right there happens, where the banana just gets thrown into a place where Zero can't utilize it from about half of the stage because it gets thrown behind him at an angle away.
But these monkey flips are really buying Zero precious time in center stage where he can get his offense started. But no, now he's getting him juggled. This is scary. And Cloud gonna take the lead, but sneaking right by is Zero. Gonna land, get the down tilt. Not gonna get the stock yet, but precious positioning. Just whiffing these grabs, and Ned's not pulling the trigger on anything. That'll cost him.
Yeah, we talk about how Ned is very good at not pushing buttons he doesn't need to, but you cannot just stand there against Zero. That is not a viable strategy, and it will get you killed, as you saw a moment ago.
And Zero all over him on that first stock. And now Ned's got to respond.
It's very hard to keep up such a high level of play for 6 straight minutes, so every now and again these guys they'll miss an input. Some guys, like what Ned tends to do when that happens, he just won't input his controller. He'll try a little too hard to read his opponent. So he gets his limit back, but he's finding himself down to stock, and he needs to burn it to recover there. Zero with the excellent edge guard.
Yeah, that jump just snuck away from Ned there. Fortunate for him, but he still has Zero trapped. Zero can't have any time. You try to like kind of mix him up with some crouching movement. Ned not fooled, gonna pull the trigger on that forward air.
Keeps Ned in this game, but he's got to get a couple of up air strings possibly. Good jab combo there, putting on 21%, but that nair coming out just a little early, allowing Zero back on stage.
It was the right idea, trying to intercept the high monkey flip from Zero. Zero really just looking to find a way to get out of the corner, and Ned making him pay, well, in theory practice, he's going to eat the punish instead. And this is not going to be enough.
The chip tilted down. That might have had a little bit to do with it as well. It allowed Ned to kind of float away from the ground for just a little bit longer. Wow, that's so good.
A lot of these grabs are missing here from Zero, but he's being persistent as always with these back airs. Oh, Ned, that's a big win. He doesn't have to burn his limit to get back. I thought for sure he'd have to.
Ned's such a wizard. Oh, going for the crazy finishing touch. The dare off the ground. Zero kind of gave Ned a look after that game, ended like, you what? You went for what? And I'm not even sure that was necessary. You have a Cloud with max rage on Lilat, which actually has fairly small blast zones. It's only a little bit bigger than Town and City. And Diddy's at like 70. You hit a cross slash there instead of the dare?
At the, oh, he was at like 50 when he went for the up air. He was at like 52 or something.
Well, the up air hit him up to like 60 something. I feel like cross slash would have killed anyway. So the fishing touch might not have been necessary, but Ned going for a little style.
I agree with you, but I disagree with the exact line of reason. The reason why I wouldn't do it is because the tilting of Lilat totally messes with the percentile that it actually kills.
True.
So if the stage is tilted even like a little bit, you have to put that in your calculation for if you pull the trigger on that confirm. Regardless, it didn't land.
You gotta have such good stage awareness on Lilat. Ned running it back, get to showcase the stage as we go. Ned had a good, kind of comeback effort there in that game 3. Excuse me. And he's gonna need something similar to that here as Zero closing in on a Grand Finals victory. Only thing standing in between him and that right now are Ned's 2 Cloud stocks.
Oh, and this is good pressure coming on from Ned, and they're
good read on the monkey flip.
Running right in. No fear.
Ned is hungry. He wants that game 5. He wants that set win, of course, but great start to this game. Let's see if Zero can answer. Good down tilt.
Ooh!
Ned's a wizard.
How did he sneak past?
He's a wizard when it comes to the recovery. It's unbelievable. Like, he's one of the best Clouds in the world. He's got to be the best recovering Cloud.
Clouds are only getting better and better at recovering as time goes on as well.
That's true. And Ned seems to be at the forefront of that. I don't want to say pioneer. That might be a little strong of a word, but yeah. Some of them use Blade Beam now to kind of like delay their recovery and put out a hitbox. Spacing is key. Zero gets the throw. Not quite going to kill.
That is valuable center stage, and we'll be able to sneak out that up air to really break up any of those down tilt mix-ups. We're starting to get into this percent range where down tilt's not going to lead reliably to confirms here, especially, well, maybe I'm just going to completely lie about that.
The ship was like dead middle too, so it wasn't even the ship tilting. Zero just kind of caught him with that last hit of up smash off of the confirm.
Yeah, he tried to sneak away. Wasn't meant to be.
That got off to a good start and started playing a little too defensive, and Zero punished him. That was a great cross slash.
That's the second time we've seen him do that, just in a defensive position. Throw out the regular French fries.
It's something I really wish that more Clouds would do, because you can utilize that on platforms against shields just to throw out an extra second hitbox if they drop. Catches Zero. Not quite going to kill, though.
Nice pivot grab, though. But Zero again on the back
foot.
Oh,
wow. Just up smashes him out of the game with that crazy up smash. 2 monkey flip reads that game. Both of those stocks that Ned took were on the monkey flip reads. Maybe finding a little bit of a chink in the Zero armor there.
That's a big step. Like, if you really want to take out Diddy Kong, like understanding the disadvantageous positions to hit him out of monkey flip is definitely a great way to get mileage. And so here we go, game 5. It will be on Final Destination. It's actually a pretty scary spot in the opening gambits of this game here for Ned.
I'm surprised Ned allowed Zero to go back here. He already won a game on the stage.
But, you know, it's working out pretty well for him so far. Even looking for that air dodge read to up smash. Not going to find it. Zero not going to fall for that trick.
Oh, went for the regrab. Just missing it on the percentages. Nice back air to keep Zero off stage. Oh, wow. Ned was going for something crazy there. I'm not really sure what the read was, but...
Just straight ledge trump to cross slash, but Zero buffer to get out of it.
Did you see that insane pivot that Ned just had? The double pivot into grab? It was like basically a dash dance, but like old school, like melee caliber dash dance. It was insane.
Ned's movement is really kicking up here. The later we get into the night, it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning local time.
I feel like Ned is one of those players who, the more he plays, the better he gets. Like, some guys are like that. Some people get tired as brackets go on, but he just, we'll call it youthful exuberance, because he is...
Only 18 years old.
Yes.
Zero is in a tough spot here. He's going to sneak past Cloud on the ledge. Okay, he does it with that grab.
Oh, good tech there by Zero. Get himself through. Ned's been forcing Zero to recover low because he's been catching him with monkey flips, like super low. He's had to recover, which has put him in disadvantage state on ledge.
The movement from Zero is also starting to show up here. He's got some quick little dances to go and pull bananas and looking to aggressively drop zone forward air to maybe steal an early stock from Ned.
Down tilt not quite going to kill. We're about 20% away from that.
2 whiffed grabs. Both players thought their opponent would be somewhere they weren't.
Oh, max rage. That is going to take the stock. Smart confirm there from Zero.
And just like that, after a dominating start to this game, Ned finds himself on his last stock potentially of this tournament. And he's got to pull something out here. He does not have limit online, and he won't for quite some time. The forward tilt from across Final Destination won't do it yet.
That not going to quite go for the up throw. Anyone mid-weight would have died to up throw, but Diddy needed that one extra more hit before he can get the next grab for the up throw kill.
I swear, Diddy has the best get-up attack in the game. See how far that thing reached?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So far. Ned trying to not mess around with that banana in play, but that's costing him precious time here, and Zero now is pretty well set up.
Oh, that's just going to do it. The gimp off of the banana is going to take the game from Ned. Zero is going to win ignition number 94 in Game 5 in an excellent set between himself and Ned, who gets second place.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Unrivaled Big Mac getting third, going mostly Mario and a little bit of Falcon today as well, which he did take a game off of Zero. Two-stocked him with his Falcon earlier. Gets third place today. And E2C Tyroy going to finish in fourth. Fifth place finishers were, I believe, Sri and Panda.
Sri and Panda Bear, and then LWA and Fade round out the top 8. So,
yes.
Guys, it's been a pretty fun tournament. Looks like we're pretty much done here. Thank you guys for tuning in, for all of you who did. And if you're watching the VODs, of course, we thank you. And remember to give this stream a nice big hearty follow if you haven't already. They do a lot of great work for the scene. And if you are an even bigger fan, you can use that sub button to get some sweet emotes and join a new Discord server. So you can chat with fellow Unrivaled tournamenters.
Yep. One of those emotes that would have come in handy there was the Unrivaled Dead emote. Probably the face he made when the banana gimped him. Not going to lie, but he's a good sport about it.
Yep. So and big thanks, of course, to the Patreon subscribers, guys. This is also another nice lifeline for the UR guys who work very hard to bring this product to all of us. Not only weekly, but at, of course, the big tournaments you'll see you guys at pretty soon. Yep. So, my name has been E2C.
I am E2C Pac Diesel. You can follow us both on Twitter at the handles below. I am at @smash_PacCommand. He is at LordSturm473. That is going to wrap it up for us here at Ignition number 94.